Hello, everybody. I don't think I'll turn the game music on there. Maybe that'll have some nice background music. Can never hurt to have it. I hope everybody's, excuse me, hiccuping. I just ate, so I'm hiccuping. Ooh. Okay, I think I'm good now. Anyway, I hope everybody's night is going well. It is Wednesday, early morning. So, one more day. No, hi, Scoot. No, I do not hope everybody is hiccuping, but I am hiccuping. Anyway. Oh, it has been a day and a half. Or it feels like it's been a day and a half, really. Well, that's not what I meant. That is not what I meant. Anyway, it's also patch day. Obviously we're still in Heavensward, so we're really not going to be getting into much of the patch, but I said, I hope everyone is, and I was trying to say, I hope everyone is doing good, and I was like, oh, I'm hiccuping. So, anywho, yeah, so we're not going to be able to do a lot and talk about a lot about the patch itself, but tonight, really honestly, what we're going to be focusing on is doing more of story. Trying to get through 2.4, because then as soon as we get into out of 2.4, 7.5, or 2.5 is what comes up, and that's a really good. That's going to be a good amount of interesting story content there. So yeah, we got quite a bit to do tonight. Trying to get through at least 14 quests. And that's with a dungeon and a trial. So it's a very, what is the word I'm looking for? Gosh, what is it? What is the word? Ambitious. It's a very ambitious goal. Farthing. No, I'm not looking for the word farthing. No. Farthing, isn't a farthing like a coin? And okay, so now you're gonna make me have words that I cannot pronounce. Indubitably, without any doubt, unquestionably, or impossible to doubt. No, that is not the word I was looking for. I was looking for ambitious. Anywho, I do want to actually do a couple things within the new patch itself, because I think that there was some few things in there that you can actually I can actually showcase a little bit. I also want to talk about the fact that they have increased the amount of housing slots in all the houses, which is amazing. That's something we've been asking for years at this point, so that's really good. Let's see, what can I... This is a really cute one. Verisimilitude? Did I say that right? What word is that? The appearance of truth, reality, or believability in art, literature, and film, ensuring that the fictional elements, characters, settings, dialogue seem authentic. Okay. So, is that another word for AI? Hi, Millie. Welcome in. How are you doing today? I think verisimilitude is like another word for AI. But I could just be talking about something completely different. Alright. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I'm about to pop in and we're going to do some story, but I'm also going to showcase a little bit in the what some of the new patches. I'm not very far along, so I can't show a lot, but there's a couple things I did want to show. I'm excited about some things that they're doing. Let's see here. this is one I want to show. I'm looking at the patch notes just to kind of make sure that I don't miss anything that I can showcase. But yeah, I'm excited about the housing slots, because that's something that everybody has been asking for years and years and years, and it gives you more furniture that you can put in. Ebullient. What is that word now? Are we doing a spelling bee? I had to look up these words so I know what I'm talking about. Someone cheerful, full of energy, and overflowing with enthusiasm. Well, that's me. I know that word. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I can't say it, but I know the word. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh look. Exasperate. Yeah, you're exasperating me now. That is what you do. You exasperate me. Alright, so this is something that's really cool that they've just they added today. So I'm going to select my chocobo, and I'm going to poke him. And now he just, whee! A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. Yeah, I can't sing it though, because if I sing it, you would be like deaf. I don't know, like you would not. There was no coming back from me singing. But yes, welcome in blood. By the way, okay, so is it just poke though? Let's see here. So I wonder if I can pet him. Oh, he liked it. You can say it. You can say supercalifragilistic. See, I can't even say it. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. If I take my time, I can very much get it in there. Alright, so let's see. And that's really cool that they've got to the point where you could actually poke and pet your chocobo. Can I do it with my... Doesn't really do much with my minion, so... Ooh, excuse me. Hiccup again. So not a lot that I can do as of right now, but there was a couple other things that I wanted to see. I thought I had saw something else that I could look at. Lots of new content that I have not done on my main yet, because I of course had to work today, so didn't do a lot of that. But wasn't there something else? This is PvP. I do know that they're working on making all of North America servers all in one super server almost. I guess I don't know if you would call it, a super server is all of the the server, so I don't know if I would call it a super server, but like it's a North American super server? I don't know. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that, but it's supposed to come later this year. What did I miss? Hum diddle diddle hum diddle I. Okay. Gave challenges to my homies to pronounce it. Which one? The supercalifragilistic, that one? Or other ones? Okay, let's see. I know dyes have changed, and I really haven't done much with dyes on this character, so not entirely. They've done some of the things with the armoire that helps. Yeah, there's really not much more I can do, I don't think, on this character. Oh, I know what it was. It was... Let me see if I can find it in the settings. Other settings... Was it in here? theme settings. Here we go. Theme settings. So they've got different ones now. They have a clear pink, which is interesting. I've always had blue. I wonder how I would feel about pink. There's my chocobo. He went away. Oh, I must log in. Well, okay, we'll save that for next stream then. I'm not gonna log back out and log back in because that's just, I don't want to do all that. But yeah, so a few things, just a few minor things for the lower level stuff. And then as we continue on, we'll go do some more things. How did you get into streaming? Okay, so it's been a very long work in progress, to be honest with you. I am a very shy individual, and Scoot will probably say no, I'm not, but I really am. I am very shy especially when I'm meeting new people. I'm very, very shy, and I get very awkward and tongue-tied. And so I knew streaming was going to be one of those things that could kind of help me overcome that. But also, I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV for nearly 11 years. And so whenever I started playing that and I saw different people streaming it, I've always wanted to stream. And so I've never really put forth a lot of effort, except outside of the last couple of years. The last couple of years is when I kind of started putting some effort into trying to do some things. But then in February, I decided, okay, and I'm sorry, this is probably really, really rambly, but February I decided I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to get it done. I'm going to start, and we're going to go from there. And I started with a 6-hour stream once a week, and that was a lot of talking because A Realm Reborn doesn't have a lot of voice cutscenes. So I tend to read all the cutscenes. So that's why I was like, okay, let me go ahead and get that, start reading all those. And also it's helping me not be so tongue-tied, because if I go too fast, I feel as though I'm not able to pronounce the words as well. I can't pronounce some words anyway. It's just not going to happen. No, I don't use silly voices. I don't use silly voices because that's Blood's territory. I am not very good. There is a voice mod tool that I want to use, but it costs money, so I'm just trying to make sure I make some money before I can do that. Millie, so here's the thing. I'm very shy, but I made myself a goal this year. And this is basically all of everything that has been happened in the past several years of me wanting to stream. I made myself a goal this year to make new friends, because I don't have any friends where I'm living now. Like, all the people I knew live in a completely different state, so I can't hang out with them. I moved to Florida like a year and a half ago. Was it been a year and a half? I think it's been a year and a half. It was 2024, so it's September 2024, so it's been about a year and a half now. And so I don't know anybody down here. And so this year I said I'm going to make some new friends. And so I've been trying to make some steps to do that, to try to make some friends. So basically the reason why I'm doing streaming is because, one, I want to come out of my shell. I want to be more confident in myself. I want to stop being so shy all the time and just be able to laugh at myself being awkward, because that's not going to change. I'm always going to be awkward no matter what. So I figured streaming would be a good place to start, just because I can build my own community. And then I can, have some friends. So that's really honestly one of the biggest things. And so I'm going to do a shameless plug here. If you want to join the community, I do have a Discord. The link is down in my About Me section. It's very, very new. I've got it all set up, but I just don't have very many people in there yet. But again, this is all a process, and we're building things from the ground up, basically. But I plan on sticking around for a very long time. Let's see here. Yeah, 11 years is a long journey. The reason why I started with Final Fantasy XIV is just because it's a game I knew, and I always wanted to replay the story, because there are things that I have forgotten over the past several years. Blood says, I love during silly voices, not a voice changer, just whatever accents and voices I come up with. And he does. He does a really good job. If you don't know, Blood is my husband. But he's the voice person. He's the voice actor in the family, and not me. Scoot, yeah, you left work just before me, or just after me, because I think you messaged me shortly after. Millie, oh, you're your new friend. Absolutely, come join us on Discord. And I do stream 3 times a week, 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you know my schedule. That's what works for my schedule right now, but that could change eventually. I'm just not sure yet. You're planning to do stream once I feel confident, girl, or I'm not sure if you're a girl or a guy, but listen, just get in there. Honestly, it's just get in there and just find a game that you do love. That's my biggest thing, is find something that you enjoy playing and just play a little bit of it, and then get yourself into another game. Now, what type of games am I going to be playing? So I'm going to actually be playing some more games. I'm going to go through story, because I really want to get through this all the way through Dawn Trail here, which is the latest expansion, before the next expansion comes out, which is going to be, what is it called again? Evercold? Yeah, Evercold. I had wrote it down. But it's going to be coming out in January of 2027. So I want to get through all of that so that I can live stream a few days of me just going through story and doing my live reactions to the story. That's my goal. So I should be able to get through that pretty quickly once we get on our roll. Realm Reborn was slow to begin with. And then after that, I plan on doing Kingdom Hearts is the next one to do. I have never played Kingdom Hearts. I'm a huge Disney nerd. So that is the next on my list. And then I have a few other ones that I'm going to probably play. I think what I'll probably play after Kingdom Hearts is probably Star Wars The Old Republic. Because that's another MMO. I'm only going to do the story on that one, but that's one I've always wanted to play. Ever since I found out about it. So there's other games on my About Me page that I'm looking to do, but it's going to be a while before I get to those. So right now that is just that's the plan, that the short term plan. Well, so thank you, Millie. I appreciate it. I love interacting with my viewers. It makes the stream so much more fun. Scoot. Oh, okay. Scoot. No, I'm not blindfolding. I'm not doing anything blindfolded, because what I do is hard enough. It's a good MMO. There are many side stories. Yeah, well, so I'm only going to do the main story. One of the best. Actually, Scoot, I'm actually surprised that you like that, because you've been hating on Star Wars lately. I mean, Disney Star Wars. Was this done before Disney was it done before Disney took over Star Wars? You just played. What is PUBG? I know what GTA is. Scoot, I agree. The voice acting alone makes it so good. It's not the same as 14. Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I want to do that that game, is because of the voice acting. That's honestly one of the biggest reasons. It was way before Disney? Okay. Well, that's why you like it then. But yeah. So that's just a little bit about me. PUBG is similar to Fortnite or... Oh, okay. Call of Duty. Okay. Good to know. And then later, I think beyond level 50, the stories start to come together. Maybe, I really don't know. Oh. Well, I mean, again, we're gonna figure it out together. We're gonna watch it together and see. Millie's pining to play different games, so build my interest and confidence. Yeah, so seriously, just honestly, just start. That's the biggest thing. And then when you talk to anybody who is like, how do you start streaming? Just start. Blood and I also have a content that we create for another channel. and we were always trying to figure out how to like get started and do stuff, and we just had to start. The stuff that we did before, it was good, but it was like, you look at it now, it's like, wow, we've only been doing it for like a year and a half, right? So it's like, you just gotta start, and the more you get into it, you just gotta be patient with yourself. I'm the type of person that wants to have things perfect, exactly the right out the gate, and like it's done, we're good, and it's polished and everything, but that's not realistic. Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor as a jam. Jedi Fallen Order. That was 2019, so yes, Disney Star Wars. No, wait. When did Disney buy Star Wars? 2012. So yeah, it's Disney. And then Survivor Star Wars. That is 2023. Basically a survivor shooter where you get to loot gear and try to be the last alive. Okay. So any type of shooters, I'm not that great at. Now I did play Borderlands with Blood, and that was fine, but I was on I think I was on controller when we played it. I really think I was on controller when we played it. Now I'm on keyboard and mouse, so I bet I'd be better at it. Scoot says, I'll play any Star Wars games up to Star Wars Angry Birds and nothing after. Yeah, no, I got that. I was just responding to what they said. Scoot doesn't want to play anything Star Wars related from 2012 on, because he boycotts Disney. He doesn't like Disney. Well, I don't think it's that he doesn't like Disney. He doesn't like Disney Star Wars or Disney Marvel for that matter. Scoot is if I remember correctly, Scoot, you were a fan of the original comics. Everything Disney owned is a 4-alarm dumpster fire on a barge full of expired mayonnaise. What? What the heck is that? What about Disney Star Wars now that they you said what he said? What about the lady, was the lady who was the old president? You said it's still lame, but they haven't brought anything out since. Yeah, Kathleen Kennedy. So she left, right? So they have 2 new people that everybody was really excited about because they said that they were going to redo the lore, and they were going to like fix everything that she broke. You never played Disney Marvel? There are some really good Marvel games out there that I have on my list. I just haven't. I don't know. They're way down more on my list. Are they gonna revoke the sequel trilogy? Wait, are you talking about 1, 2, and 3? Or are you talking about 7, 8, 9? Because I heard they were going to do something about that. I may be... They're talking about retconning it? What does that mean? Retconning. I can retcon it right now. Wait. So, they're talking about the practice of introducing new and often contradictory information into the previously established narrative to change, update, or reinterpret past events. It was all a Jedi mind trick. It was Jar Jar Sith. Darth Jar Jar. Hey, listen. I like Jar Jar. I think Jar Jar is actually what made number 1, episode 1 a little interesting to me. Use of my fishes now. Misa Yafada, Luke. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's gold. That's all gold. Oh my gosh. Heading to bed. Had to follow real quick before I slept night. Oh, thank you, Millie. I appreciate the follow. Really do appreciate you. We'll see you around, hopefully. Mooey. Excuse me. Alright. Let's get into the story here. We're talking elf now. What did we do last time? Let's see. Oh, thank you, Millie. I appreciate you. Fact check true. Aw. You all are gonna make me, like, blush or something. Like, don't make it to the point where I'm, like, can't speak even more, because I'm just, like... Alright, so... Aw, Scoot. Don't pile it on. No. Don't pile it on. I'm good. Gonna make me cry. Okay. So, anyway, what did we do last time? We found out Iceheart. Wait, did we find out... Shiva, okay, so we talked about Shiva, how she laid down with dragons long ago, and so she is the patron saint to the heretics. And they think that the heretics are getting crystals to try to summon her. So we are talking about primals now. Again, so Shiva is a primal at this point. Let's talk to Alphano and see what our next step is. We're going to be getting closer to... I don't know if we're going to get to Shiva tonight, but we're going to try. Alright. Let's see what he's got to say. The persistent attacks on our caravans seemed little more than a nuisance at first. The heretics were a problem, to be sure, but a relatively minor one. That was before I discerned the purpose behind their attacks, of course. Now they have my undivided attention. After apprising Minfilia of the situation, I shall summon a unit of Crystal Braves to assist us. As for Eorzea, pray join me in Whitebrim Front. Since the incident at Snowcloak, the Knights of House Durandare had redoubled their reconnaissance efforts in the region. It is my hope that they have information which may help us to determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given our mutual enemy, Lord Drillmont should be eager to oblige us. I shall see you there then? Good. Alright. Always primals and Ascians, broken records, them Ascians. Ain't y'all got any more tricks? I feel like, honestly, Ascians are going to always have a... Oh wow, I just did that quest and I'm already going to complete it. Alright, I feel like Ascians are always going to have a thread in whatever we do in this game, to be honest with you. I think that they are the underlying... What is the word I'm going to... The underlying antagonist of... Ooh, I used a big word. Of the entire story. Even... They did say that Dawn Trail was a new story arc. And the Endwalker ended the original story arc, right? But I still think that... Even though that is the case, Ascians are going to tie everything together no matter what. Sorry, my camera's going all haywire right now. There we go. We still don't know her name. Tacturn Temple Knight. Alright, let's see what Drillmont's got to say. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn wish to join in the hunt for Iceheart? Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Considering the report I just received, I dare say your timing could be no better. We're all ears, Lord Drillmont. A band of pilgrims were seen transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appears to match the description provided by the squire who survived the attack. Alas, our scouts lost track of them at Snowcloak, that self-same frozen wall which we speculated might conceal the heretics' hideaway. Suffice it to say, The disappearance of these pilgrims and their provisions all but confirm our suspicions. I have heard enough. My knights will join the hunt. I took the liberty of summoning a unit of Crystal Braves to White Broom Front. Given the gravity of the situation, I trust you agree that we must use every resource available to us. These are our extraordinary circumstances, Commander. It would be in our best interest to coordinate our efforts. Such was my intent from the start, Sir Amaric. And so it begins, my friend, though I dare say it'll prove an all too brief collaboration. Iceheart will not elude the combined forces of the Crystal Braves and the Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wager all upon the success of a single solution. There may yet be subtler means by which we can locate the heretic's lair. Mayhap Lord Drillamont has one in mind? Let me pause for a second. There's not a voice cutscene. I missing some stuff. Lord Drillamont sounds like the name of an adult movie actor. Drillamont. Gravity is law. Obey the law. Which social you use the most? Insta or discard? To be honest with you, I use Insta for to post when I'm live and like if I have it on Reels, but I usually don't use it for much anything else. I use Discord more often than not. Shenanigans. Oh my gosh. Shenanigans. Alright. Yes. Yes. Excellent. My lady, everything has been accounted for. If there is aught else you would have us do, pray speak, and it shall be done. Alright, I don't want any of those because they're not the one that the what do you call those, that gear? It is the even star. That's what I'm looking for. And I wonder if I'm able to do and have a glamour. I have to go get some glamour prisms to do that, but I might do that whenever I get the full set. He's an accountant. Who's an accountant? The person that was just in the cutscene? He accounted for everything. Oh wow, they give 110 old tombs of gear and quest now. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Can you add me in Discord? So here's what I can go ahead and do for you, Millie, is I can give me just a second here. I can send you the link to the Discord. I don't know why it does this. It's supposed to never expire, but for whatever reason it's been expiring. So here, let me get you this link. There's the link for the Discord. And I can actually pin that. I'll just pin that. And that way it's there. Okay. Okay. So let me go ahead and continue on with story here. Yeah, here's the even star booties here. Let's see. Those are kind of cute. I like it with everything else that's coming on. So let's go. It seems as though we are always one step behind, our quarry ever just beyond our reach. Though I would like to believe that the tables are about to turn, I must confess to having certain doubts. A joint effort may succeed where others have failed, but it could yet yield the same result. Fortunately, we are not without other options. I trust you haven't forgotten Inquisitor Guillemay? We have not. The mystery of how the heretic remained undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts, as has the question of what steps might be taken to prevent a similar breach of security in the future. Accordingly, we conducted an exhaustive and covert evaluation of everyone in Whitebrim Front. Though some were found to have committed certain minor transgressions, we identified only one possible heretic. If this man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause, he will have taken note of the movements of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves, and upon recognizing their intent, he may attempt to warn the heretics. The man's watch is set to end soon, at which point he must report to Sir D'Entremont in the yard. I would have you keep an eye on him. If he ventures beyond the walls, follow him discreetly. Should he meet with a heretic, do not interfere. Simply watch and listen. I have seen to it that the suspect knows nothing which could endanger our plans. Oh, okay, we're going on a covert mission now. We're going on a spy mission. This can only end well, right? Oh, I gotta go over here. And just wait. The Evenstar set is fun. Yeah, I like the Evenstar stuff, yeah. If it's a spy mission, Thaker should be there with you. Agreed. I think that's him right there. Okay. I have to follow him. A suspected heretic leaves through the southwest gate. Okay. So, be very, very sneaky. Where was it? Elmer Fudd said, be very, no, very, was it, how do you say it? Very, very quiet. It's rabbit season. Oh, okay, I missed it. He's over there. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits. Let's see. I'm gonna sprint. I'm not gonna use my noisy motorcycle because, you know, we're role-playing here. Alright, so I want to hide behind the tree. Nope, I want to be right here. Because he's right there. Suspected heretic heads south. Okay. I do know that when you join it, you do have to approve the rules that are in there. But I just got that fresh link of the channel, so I'm not sure that's really weird. Alright, let's see. We're gonna sprint again. Oop. I had a little bit of a drop there, but my OBS did not catch it, so I don't know what's going on. Alright, we're in Danifin Pass. Can I see him? Or should I stay right here? I don't see him, so he must not be in the... He must be a cutscene. Is it a cutscene? It's really long. Okay. Yep, there he's right there. I'm pressed up against the wall like Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. Hey! Hey! Where in the Seven Hills are you? I'm freezing my bollocks off here. I'm here, you blundering oaf. Why are you late? Standing on the wall, why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know. Your sole duty is to the... Bloody echo. Lower your voice or they'll hear us in White Front. Yes, of course. The Temple Knights are in Snowcloak. This is what you bring to me? We already knew about... Our comrades in Boulder Downs will use the tunnels. Dead before they know what's happening. Nevertheless... If you waste my time again, is that clear? A lot of mumbling going on in there. I have to run before he sees me. Alright, so now I can probably use my motorcycle. And then we have to go and report to Drillamont. And let's see how that goes. Camera work on towers is really bad. It's really rough. Well, did our investigation bear fruit? I see. I shall have the man detained at once. His guilt is plain. Oh, would that you could have heard their words more clearly. Yet the few snatches you were able to make out are nonetheless enlightening. It would seem the heretics are aware of our operation, and confident that they can thwart it. Their comrades in Boulder Downs are key to their plans, which means it is key to our plans that they be rooted out and put to the sword. Alright, so I am just now waiting on the body piece. So I think it's a couple quests away. So hopefully... Alright. No gear that time. We have long suspected that the heretics use a network of secret tunnels to traverse the highlands undetected. Given what you overheard, I fear that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passageways, and that the heretics in Boulder Downs are planning to use them to take our forces unawares. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to happen. A contingent of House Dare Knights are in a patrol in the area, and shall order them to begin searching for the heretics at once. But knowing nothing of our enemy's numbers or readiness, I cannot say for sure that they will be sufficient. It would put my mind at ease if you would consent to assist my knights with the search. I know that they would take courage from the presence of a so storied warrior. Pray rendezvous with them at Boulder Downs. If Halone is kind, we may catch up these heretics before their plans come to fruition. Show them no mercy, Rhea. The lives of our allies are at stake. Secret tunnel through the mountain. If anyone gets the reference, I'm proud of you. Okay, what is the reference? Because I'm apparently drawing a blank. So just send your request in Discord once you're free from live. Just add me. Okay, yeah, for sure. It's from a show you haven't seen. What show? Oh, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, okay. So my husband's gonna out me for not watching a show that's been out for a while. Wait, is that a show or is that a movie? I thought that was a movie. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this does not look good. They are all deaded. Alright, I guess I should probably put my buffs on. Because these guys are not... Oh no! Oh, I stunned myself. Oof. We're not going to talk about that. That was done on purpose. They made a live action movie and it sucked. The anime show was so much better than they have Korra, but I haven't seen that. Okay. More? I'll fight the whole damn army, why not? Let's go. There's no one else over here helping me. There we go. Is that it? Yep, that's it. Fallen heretics effects. Are these the heretics or these are the knights? Okay. Nope, not my minion. And that is another quest that's we gotta go turn in now. Where do I want to go? I want to go. Can I go this way? I think I can go this way. I don't know how far up I can go. But isn't that is a lovely view. Look at that view. That is so pretty. Of course I don't want to drive in it, but you know, it's still really pretty. Ishgard. Yep, that's Ishgard. That's where we're heading to next. I like that it's like basically it's situated on a rock. You know what it reminds me of? I don't think we've ever seen a full visual of the castle. But what was that in the Triwizard Rally? There was the Baxtons, right? They were from the France area. But what was the other school's name? I can't remember what the other school's name is. Durmstrang. Yeah, it reminds me of the Durmstrang castle. I don't think it. It just reminds me of what I would think the Durmstrang castle would look like. From Harry Potter. I don't know if I said Harry Potter, but yeah, that's what I was talking about. Alright. Turn this one in. My knight sent no word of your coming, Rhea. What has happened? What is that in your hand? By the Fury. Those were veterans with years of service. And now they lie dead in the snow. Oh, their bodies must be recovered and... No, no. We have not the men to spare. Not now. Not while Iceheart prepares to summon an abomination. The heretics you dispatched were not of sufficient numbers to contend with the combined strength of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves. There must be others, and I'll wager they're on their way to Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, it seems the traitor you followed managed to pass the heretics something of value after all. The parchment you recovered is a timetable the guardsman watches at our outpost in Snowcloak. The traitor was stationed there long before he aroused our suspicions. Would that we had caught him sooner. With this information, the heretics would know when the watch was weakest. They could use their tunnels with impunity and prepare their ambush. The timetable has not changed, you see. Of course it will be changed now, but the heretics may already be in position. House Darendare must send reinforcements, even if it means withdrawing knights from the Stone Vigil. I can see no other way to safeguard the lives of our allies. So, okay. Wait. Where this quest should give us, yeah, it's going to give us Snowcloak. So, we might get to Shiva if these quests keep acting like being like this, like really, really fast. So, okay. So, let's see what we got going on here. Time is of the essence, Rhea. While my knights make ready to depart, the heretics may take our allies to Snowcloak unawares. Superior training and equipment will avail them not if they are cut down ere the swords are drawn. But all is not yet lost. If you leave now, there may be still time to warn them. Make haste, I beseech you. Fly to Snowcloak and tell Sir Emmerich everything we have discovered. Alright. He said fly. He said fly to Snowcloak. Or did he say make way? Either way. I'm flying. This way. Okay, so we need to change our timetables. But if we clear out Snowcloak, then we should be in good shape, I would think. Obviously, we're gonna still have to fight Shiva. Alright, so here's Amaric. Rhea, this is a welcome surprise, perhaps the only one thus far. As you can see, we have yet to uncover any hidden... You have my gratitude. Truth be told, we suspected the heretics might be plotting such an attack. Now that we have confirmation, I shall place my knights on high alert. Has Commander Levier been informed? The Braves must be made aware. Alright, so I gotta talk to Alphino. It must be here. I am certain of it. Why else would they go to such lengths to defend Snowcloak? But a pity this discovery comes when our enemy has us at such a disadvantage. Forewarned though we may be, the heretics know this terrain far better than we. I dare not think of how many are watching us at this very moment. Confound it! This is all wrong. Iceheart has us scrambling to save our own skins when we should be rightly bestraining every sinew to find her and stop this damnable summoning. Those are some words. There she is! There's who? Oh. Come here, girl! It's Yida! Hi, Yida! That was close. They didn't hurt you, did they? Only my pride, Yida. Ain't that the truth? There will be others nearby. We must see that we are given a similarly warm welcome. Commander Levier. That's Papa Limo. There's been a development, sir. Together with the Temple Knights, we have secured the entrances to some half-dozen temples after spotting the enemy breaking the surface. But that is not all, sir. We think that one of them may be important. Certainly the heretics near flung themselves upon our swords to defend it. Aha! Just as I suspected. Amongst this warren of tunnels lies the entrance to Iceheart's lair. Summon the others. We're going in. You really think that's smart? A moment, Alphino. The tunnel in question is barely wide enough for 2 men abreast. We cannot say with any certainty where it leads, much less what is waiting for us there. Furthermore, we have no way of knowing how many heretics are still lurking here on the surface. What if they were to converge on this point after we entered the tunnel? For all we know, we could be funneling our forces into a trap. I take your point. If the tunnel is indeed as narrow as you say, greater numbers would be more a hindrance than a help. Should we encounter difficulty, our own allies would become an obstacle to escape. Ahem, a change of plans. While we rendezvous with Sir Amaric and keep the heretics at bay here, you will go wherever that tunnel leads. If you find Iceheart at the end of it, do not let her escape. You venture into the unknown, so see that you are prepared for anything. I suggest you call upon your allies, though not too many, or Papa Lima will sulk. Snowcloak and Shiva fight some of the best music in AR. Yeah. So I actually was talking to who was it? Turbo Benzo is another streamer that I was watching, and she was actually about to get into Snowcloak. And when she was getting in there, the music, I just remember the music being so amazing. I love the music of Snowcloak. Feels appropriate to say into the unknown. Yeah, that's really high note. I can't get that high note. So, but yeah. Another Disney reference, you know? The entrance to the tunnel, madam, is just over here. Had we not seen the heretics breaking the surface, we would never have noticed it. Per Sir Amaric's orders, we will stand a guard outside. Please be aware that even should you encounter significant resistance, we cannot leave our post. Alright. And now we have Snowcloak. Now, can I do this with NPCs? Let's see. I think so. Yeah. I'm going to do it with the NPCs. Even though... Yeah, I'm going to do that. It is patch day, so things might be a little bit better, but I'll have to queue for Shiva, so hopefully it won't be too bad. Yes. Do 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 do. I like this song. This neat background music. It's very peaceful, you know? Don't mind us. We're just about ready to come in and slay a few heretics, but yeah, let's be at peace. Let's do some zen before we do that. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so I have been able to do... I wonder if I can go ahead and grab you? Yeah. So hopefully they'll be okay. No, you need to go back to the tank, dude. Stop following me. And let's count how many times I drop my dots in this fight. Or in this dungeon. Mobs don't count. Because they just kind of... Is it still on me? Oh, that wasn't too bad. We did good there. Let me do something real quick. Let me check this. Let me do this. This will be easier for me to look at. Okay. Let's do that. Alright. There's another one. Now there's the one patch. This is another patch here. Can I do some more patches? Like, can I do some more? Any more mobs? Let me let him get these first. Okay. Let's see if I can go any further. I don't think I can. I think that, no, I think it actually, that's it. Because it drops a key or something. Alright, so let's just go ahead and do these. Very Minecraft. I actually haven't played Minecraft, so I wouldn't know. I honestly feel like I've seen Minecraft being played, and I think that it looks like a fun game, but I know myself well enough to know that I don't know if I would actually hold my interest for very long. It feels like it is definitely one of those, like a building game. I don't see no key, so there must be another mob over here somewhere. I feel like, yep, there's a bear. I feel like it is a game that looks like a very building type of game. But I don't know if I like the art style very much. That's my only concern. When I want to build, I want to like play Sims 4, you know what I mean? Because I like to decorate and things like that, but I don't know if I would like it with... Oh, there's even more mobs over here. Dang it. I thought we were going to the first boss. I just don't know if I would really care for it as much. Oh, wow, this is a interesting tunnel. Oh, there's the first mob right there. Okay. It gatekeeps you on the mobs, that is for sure. Where are you going? Oh, you're actually doing what you're supposed to do. Sorry. Alright, now the first boss. Poison you. Wind you. Alright, now they're both on. How many times are they gonna drop before I put it back on? We'll see. And no, I don't remember the mechanics of this dungeon, but I'm sure it's going to be easy enough to figure out. Like that. Ooh, I may not want to stand in front of him. Never mind, I did that on purpose, just to show. Oh, there's a frost bomb. Okay. I'm gonna go put my dots on before I forget. And what are you about to do now? Okay, that was just an AoE. Okay. Ah, he's dying really quick, actually. Don't stand on the outside, apparently. Stand right there. This area. Oh, dots, 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 dots are gonna die. Everybody's going inside. Why is everybody going inside and guarding him? Woo! And he's dead. Okay. And now we're going out into the wide open. We must let this tunnel. This section is freaking ridiculous. Because you have things like that just happen. Like that! Scare the shit out of me. Oh, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I'm probably doing way too much. Let's go. Nope, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. I tried. Didn't help. I thought for sure at some point, I thought they had said that they were going to, on some NPC dungeons, you were going to be able to get raised one time. I just need him to, I need to go slower. Alright, let's go ahead and let him grab these, which he's now has grabbed. Let me see if I can go grab these stupid things. Yeah. Okay, now he's got all of those. Excuse me, I think I just burped. Alright, now let's try to get all these. And hopefully, I need to put a song on. Hopefully the tank stays alive. He's gonna die! I'm gonna have to end up kiting. Let's go, healer. Healer adjust. I think we're gonna do it actually. Woohoo! We did it. Is there any more over here? I just got frostbite. Ooh, shit. Scare the bejeebus out of me. Get out of the blizzard. Man, there are all kinds of oh, he's killing him faster than I can grab him. I guess that's a good thing. Alright. Now, I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna see if I have any more. Oh, and there's another one. Because of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? Now is there any more? Keep getting hit. with this doggone frostbite. Okay, there's no more, and then we have the boss. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and let you kill those down there. And I'm going to... Sugar! Okay, there we go. Trying to scare me away. Alright, let's go. Not gonna even wait for the tank. I'm being a bad DPS. Tank adjust. This is why I like to play with NPCs, because it's like, no one's gonna yell at me for doing stupid, dumb shit like this. Oh, what are you? Oh, you're snow... What the heck? Oh, okay, I got it. Okay. Hello. I wonder if that was gonna actually end up happening no matter what. Okay. Oh, dots, dots, dots. Oh, shoot. Okay. Dang! What? This is... This is a challenging boss. Not that challenging, but challenging than what we've had for the Realm Reborn. Where's the big one? Right there. So I'm gonna go right here. Oh, there's another big one. So I'm gonna go right here. Yeah. Yeah, it happens no matter where you are. And dots! Dots! I haven't forgot my dots yet! If I go through this entire dungeon without forgetting about my dots on the bosses, I'm going to actually feel very accomplished and proud of myself. Alright, so... I'm going to go right here, yeah. This one's taking a little bit longer than the first boss to die. Alright, so let's see. Right here. Die, 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 die. Nope, not gonna die before the jump. Okay. And now you're dead. Ooh, 2 treasure coffers. Alright. Cool deal. Alright, let's see. We're going back into another tunnel. Where are we going? Okay, here we go. Grab those for me, please. Thank you, kind sir. And here's another one. Give me just a second while I take a quick gulp of water. Alright. Oh shoot, you're killing those faster than I pulled them. Let me just go ahead and get you. Alright, so he's got all of those. Let's see if there's anything up here. Oh, this is like, bonus zone, I think. Yep. Bonus zone! Oh, get off of me! Can you do any more? I don't think I can get any more. So they're all dead. Yeah, because right here is where I need to go, so we're gonna have to let them all die. My gladiator? Is it a gladiator? What is he? I can't ever remember. No, he's a warrior. Which I think is a gladiator anyway. Get off of me! Ugly looking crocodile. Oh, sorry, he's a gator. want to use songs right now because I don't want to, like... Although I should probably just use my song because I think there's more stuff after this. Doesn't really matter, does it? In the long term of things. You know what? We're just going to do that, and we're going to do that because you're not dying. And yet we still got more. Like I said, it's like it feels like a bonus round. I don't know why the NPCs don't have their... There we go. They don't have their, over here, okay. Their job stones on. Ow! That was crazy. Oh, he turned into a frickin' dragon. Did you see that? Like they're all turning into dragons. That's freaking insane. Holy shit, I got heal. Okay, this is ridiculous. This song. Oh, we're gonna die. I got the finger of the apostate. Ew, I had to pick it up. Gross. Door to Oblivion. Now who are we fighting? I forgot Fenrir's was in here. He's one of my absolute all-time favorite mounts. I think you could get him in the gold saucer. I'm pretty sure it's gold saucer that you can get him. He's fun to ride. Okay. If I remember right, I had to go in behind one of these. Yep. He is gonna take forever to die. Look how slow he. Ooh, I need to get out of there. Ooh, no. And my dots fell because I was frozen. So that doesn't count. That doesn't count because I was frozen. I couldn't do anything about it. You know what I would really wish they would do? Get out of your way. For the lower level bard, like, I know at some point I'm going to be getting a new song where I'm going to be able to have a song playing it all the time. But I wish what they would do is they would get to a point where you can have, for the ones that only have 2 songs, you can't really do it for one song, but like if you have 2 songs, that they equal the amount of time. I got frozen again. Doggone it. And I'm dead. I don't know if, I thought I was moving out of there pretty quickly, but I don't know. Anyway, I wish that they would extend the length of the songs while, from 45 seconds to how the cooldown, because the cooldown is a 120 and 120. So I wish that there's the it would be, let's see here, so that would be 120, so you'd have, what is that, 120 minus 45, so that's 75 seconds. So what I would really like is if it was like, I don't know, 75 seconds long, I think is if I'm mathing right. I don't know if I'm mathing right. Anyway, to where there was no lapse in song, and then when you get to the third song, it shortens the time frame. But I'm not sure if they can change the job action like that mid level like that. I'm gonna go ahead and focus target you. Alright, should we try this again? Let's see if I can actually survive this time instead of dying on stupid shit. Don't really have... Let's just go here. Okay, so let's go this way. And then out immediately. Okay. That's how you do it. You have to get out immediately. And I did it. Okay, good. Get away from the front, because he's going to do a cone AoE. See, like, my song right now, it's going to be ending in like 10 seconds, and I still have like a 40-second cooldown before I can use my other one. Okay, tension. Ouch. Oh no! Oh, I dropped my dots and I wasn't paying attention. That's okay. First time the entire dungeon. I just wanted to see if anybody was paying attention. Man, I cannot wait to go for Dancer whenever I get up there. Because I love Dancer. I'm about ready to actually unlock Pictomancer, to be honest with you. And I'm excited to try that. But what I'm really excited about is to find out what the new physical range job is going to be, because I love me some physical ranged. They said that they're all going to be what is the word I'm looking for? Wait, which one are they going to? I figure out, okay, they're gonna go to this one, okay. They're all going to be new to Final Fantasy XIV. They're not gonna be a playoff of the I almost screwed that up. Of old Final Fantasy games, so that's gonna be neat. And he's dead. Woohoo, we did it! Not bad, not bad. Alright. I actually had gotten some tombstones with that. I got, ooh. I'm gonna have to do something about that, because I'm gonna start capping and I can make some money off my one retainer I have over here. Alright, so let's see if this gear is any good. I mean, you can't use that, okay. Oh, this is all jewelry. I don't care about that. I always turn it off anyway. Okay.
The tales do not do you justice, warrior of light. Yes, I know who you are, and you know who I am. I was given the name Izel, but I earned the name Iceheart. This endless cycle of hatred, of bloodshed, of sorrow. You would see it continue, O noble warrior of light. I would not. I will not. I will bring an end to this war between dragon and man, no matter the cost. In time, you will come to understand that what we do for the greater good. For Eorzea, for Hydaelyn.
First of all, how does she know about Hydaelyn? Is Iceheart an Ascian? Or does she have the Echo? It's really interesting. That took longer than expected. What news, Rhea? So Iceheart is but a pseudonym, not that it matters. That she managed to escape is regrettable, but from your description of that beast, you did well to come as close as you did. In any case, now that you've cleared a path, the Temple Knights can begin to survey the tunnels in earnest. Mayhap they'll even find a route past the ice wall. Wouldn't that do wonders for their fight against the heretics? The Crystal Braves would certainly share the credit for it too. 'Twill be praised, Rhea. We may yet turn the situation to our advantage. Assuming we stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva, of course. Needless to say, our fellow Scions have not been idle. Minfilia and Eorzea have been busy pursuing the archives of House Fortemps, gathering what information they can on Shiva. Which reminds me, if you were intending to trudge back to Camp Dragonhead to report the day's events, don't. The antecedent should be here any minute. I can only assume that some people enjoy subjecting themselves to this cold. Alright, well, I'm very confused about how Iceheart knew of Hydaelyn. That doesn't make any sense to me. But I guess we're just going to continue to keep going, because I do want to see if we can get to Shiva tonight. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we're going to try and see if we can see what we get. But that was actually a fun dungeon. I like that dungeon. What I don't understand is, I didn't get much XP out of that. I thought for sure I'd be getting a lot more XP from the dungeon. Let me see. I ended up getting 66,000. I thought for sure I was going to gain at least a level or something. But I guess not. We'll be lucky if we hit 53 before we get to Heavensward, which I don't think we're going to. Because I'm only getting like 2,500 XP. So, let's see, I have 10 plus 8, that's 18, plus 16. I am not mathing that because my brain is tired. That's 34 quests left before Heavensward times 2,500. 85. Ooh, I'll just make it. Like, because I'm at 501, 596. I need to get to 580. So I will literally just be over 53, level 53 before I get to Heavensward. So, alright. We got it. Alright. So, let's go ahead and see. And what I also don't understand is, why doesn't Alpha know? If he knew he was coming back to Korthus, he knew how cold it was going to be. Why didn't he get himself some warmer clothes before he came out here? I mean, I'm just saying, it wouldn't be he is a smart little boy, isn't he not? He should be smarter than that. Alright, let's take a look. I want the even star body piece, though. I wonder why it's not popping up here. Minfilia's got a coat. Antecedent. You came to us straight from the archives of House Four Temps. I trust your time there proved fruitful. Would it that it had? Eorzea and I scoured countless texts, but what we found was of questionable veracity. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She laid down with the dragon, the gravest of all sins, according to the Ishgardian faith. Yet in the eyes of Iceheart's followers, this was a holy act, the blessed union of man and dragon. How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt that we will find a useful answer in the archives of House Four Temps. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case, one wonders if it is by circumstance or design. You said that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Viewed without prejudice, most would agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. I think Sir Amric might take issues with her methods. I do not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that a tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it. Yes, Lord Commander. You pursue your foes with less zeal than I had expected, Sir Amric. Lest you misunderstand, I do not deny that our enemy has given us good reason to be prudent. I merely meant, you being a man of faith, that I had expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by the will of Helone that your ancestors came to this land? Why they took up arms against the Dravanians? What would they have done in your position, I wonder? There are those who believe that faith is a renunciation of free will, that unquestioning devotion is required of all who would live a life in service to the Fury. Such righteous fervor may well serve a knight on the front line, less so a leader of men. We are all at liberty to interpret the scriptures as we will. I choose to believe that the Fairy would value the lives of her followers over the deaths of her enemies. But I would not presume to speak for the Knights of Eld. 'Twas a different time, nay, a different era, and the scripture tells us only so much. Would that it told us more. That man is awfully pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. A welcome trait at the negotiating table, to be sure, less so when one's enemies are making ready to harness the power of a god. Mayhap he does not truly believe that Iceheart's plan can succeed? Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Shiva was real, a living, breathing woman. Of that there can be no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure to have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. The sole exception being good King Malgo XII, the myth made manifest in response to the fervent supplications of the Mogulsguard. Saint Shiva may differ, but what of the heretics? They are a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation, who yearn for the resurrection of the one who embodies their beliefs. If that is not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is? Crystals and conviction, Minfilia, they have them both in abundance. Can that truly be all that is required? My survey team has concluded a preliminary analysis of the Aetheryte Iceheart used to escape. They believe that she is teleported to another Aetheryte somewhere not far to the west. Despite the apparent proximity of the second Aetheryte, however, they have been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. Unless Iceheart has some means to mask its signal, I can only assume that she had it destroyed to prevent us from following her. Without the means to teleport as she did, we had no choice but to search for an alternate route. Most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let us not give up on teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Charlayan may be able to assist us. I pray that you are right. I dare not think how long it will take us to survey the entire tunnel system. While Minfilia looks into our Aetheryte problem, I would like to request your assistance with another matter. The third unit is currently tracking the remnants of the heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly despite our numbers. Korthus is vast, and Iceheart's followers know the terrain far better than we. Your knowledge of this region may serve to hasten the process. The sooner we capture Iceheart's followers, the sooner we can press them for their leader's whereabouts. Also, although it is immediately a selfish request, I feel that my braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you in case you were not aware. Good. I knew you would understand. Yuhu Hase can apprise you of the details. When the task is complete, come and find me at the observatorium. Captain Ilbert and I are meeting there to discuss the latest developments in his investigation. The Temple Knights shall hold no cloak in our absence. Let us lead them to their work. Ours is more pressing. Okay, so we're about to go in. What are we about to do? I'm confused. So I'm going to attack. Okay, so I'm trying to get some more heretics, basically, is what I'm trying to do. Okay. Well, let's do it. Yu Hase. Yu Hase? I don't know how to say that word. There's another one I don't know. Okay. I'm going to drink water. There you are, Rhea. Commander Levier instructed me to wait for you. Your assistance is most welcome, believe me. Most of the Third hail from Yuldaw, and for a man accustomed to the feel of sand beneath his boots, the crunch of snow can be rather disconcerting. But to the matter at hand, nary a moment ago, I received word that the heretics we seek have been spotted making for Danathan Pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I shall be grateful if you would join them. I myself shall be taking part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I do not earn my coin. Rhea Bloody Ripclaw. Sorry, you just felt like shouting that. Okay. I need, you know what would be really awesome if I had a pop every time I logged in. Like the amount of pop that Rhea Ripley gets on whatever show she's on, either Raw or SmackDown. Because man, they love her. I do too. I think she's amazing. I love her persona. I like the fact that she has said in the past that her persona on WWE is, oh, I missed my target. That is basically who she would really be if she did not like hold herself in check. Like if she was able to be free as she wanted to be, that's who she would be. So I like that. I'd also shout, "Hey, let's go!" But for now, does WWE mess up our love for that song? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing or hearing from Mr. McAfee for a while. I hope not, at least not in that manner, because I was not a fan of that situation. Alright, he is hurt. Why is he hurt? Those balls! My ankle's on fire. Caught my boot on a rock or something and twisted it as I fell. The others went on ahead through Danathan Pass. Hurry and you might catch up. If you aren't sure where to go, look for tracks. The snow is fresh, so they shouldn't be hard to find. Dude, you twisted your ankle? Okay. I don't know if you're trying to, like, throw me off my game, or if you really hurt yourself, but that's a little sketch to me. Yeah, it's like that now, which I love, but didn't used to be. Love that she's having a blast now, though. Hope she gets her eating situation handled. Yeah, she recently said something about having an eating disorder, which... I wonder if I should help this person. Can I help this person? I don't think I can help. Oh, I can help him. Because I remember always having problems with this. I'm going to help them. I just want to kind of like give him some dots to go off of. So I don't think they've used that other thing. I could be wrong. What is he? He is a warrior. Thal's balls. Koji Fox admitted to getting that allowed to be in our translation because he thought it was so funny. Ha! Thal's balls! It is really funny. I like that name, Melisande. I'm gonna bow to them. Good job. Alright, let me go ahead and continue on my journey. Okay, over here. No, it's too close to you, mama. Sorry, love. Huh? What was? What did I just say? Because I apparently have not... I don't understand what I just said. Wait, where am I going? I'm so lost. Elisandre. Oh, okay. Or however it's spelled, you said Melisande or something. Yeah, so like Alessandra, but she doesn't go by that anymore. But like Melisande, so that's, if I remember right, Miss Melisandre is King Arthur lore, I think. If I yeah, she's the Red Priestess. Oh, no. Okay, I remember who she is. She was in Game of Thrones. But I thought there was also a Melisandre that was in, King Arthur. Yeah. Melisandre. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Well, who was... Okay, so Melisandre is actually from Game of Thrones, but who was the antagonist in King Arthur's story? Mordred. Mordred, that's who it was. Now I remember. Where am I? Oh, right here. Fresh Prince. The track leads southeast. Oh. Oh, look, there's another brave. Scion, what are you doing here? Following you. The heretics? I'm not sure. There was a great scale beast and... Yuyuhase? I think he went east on his own. The heretics split up, so we did too. What? Hi, Rosie. How are you doing today? Welcome in. We're just continuing on through story, and I'm questioning every minute because I feel like something bad is about to happen. Oh, yo, Yu Hasi is hurt. Did he he break his ankle too? Okay. I wonder if these guys are actually going to turn into dragons like they did in Snow Club. Let's see. Curious, did you say you were trying to get to level 60 before Heavensward? Yeah, I thought I was going to, but after I thought the actual XP was the same amount that I was getting pre-50, but after I realized that all of the post quests, they didn't sync the XP, so that it's basically very small amounts of XP in the patch quests, which I guess I get because they want you to level within the expansion. I guess that's fine. I don't know, but yeah. Alright, Yu Hasi. It's almost midnight. Oh, it's almost 3 a.m. my time, but yeah. Besides having irritating throat allergies, I'm doing okay. Oh, I'm sorry that you're having to deal with allergies. Allergies suck. Both me and my husband, we deal with them. They're really rough. I am so sorry about that. I'm doing pretty good. We're just trying to get through Realm Reborn. We're trying to get the quest done so I can get into Heavensward. We're basically on the road to Heavensward now. But otherwise doing pretty good. Having some fun on the stream tonight. How embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heretics' tracks that I almost failed to notice they had doubled back. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in the gut for his troubles. I thought myself alone, so I started searching the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest, and lo and behold, before his friends found me, I came upon this. Withdraw in groups of 3 or less to the observatorium. Give the signal and wait. Their merchant will be watching. Be late and be left for dead. Speaks for itself, does it not? They can't possibly mean to rendezvous inside the place, so we should restrict our search to the surrounding areas. Let me rephrase that. You should restrict your search to the wilderness around the observatorium. I will need more than a moment's rest to recover from these wounds. Something's off with these with Alphino's guys, because he has like that they really wanted to like work with me, but they're being very like, no, you go on ahead, I'll be alright here. You know what I mean? There's something that just feels kind of off about it. Been taking cough drops like candy? Yeah. They're easy to do, especially like, I like Ricola cough drops, and I like the sweet ones. And they're really easy just to kind of keep popping in. Okay, let's take a look here. I am through with listening to your excuses. We leave now. How? The woods are crawling with those blue coats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gates. We'll stay with her, then, if you think you'll fare any better. Now, there's no need for that. There are places like this in my homeland, sacred snow-capped peaks where blood must not be shed. Yagiri! Yet your lands ever thirst for the blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it has drunk deep. We haven't seen her since we left her in Lomlinsa. No, I have done no wrong. None but meet in secret with heretics. Deny it all you will. We shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the only ones skilled in the art of interrogation. Damn it all. Fancy meeting you here, Rhea. I presume your work with the Third brought you hither? What a tangled web. Lest you wonder, we came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who has been conspiring with them. He came to our attention during the course of our investigation into the Ivy. It beggars belief, I know, but it seems our favorite Garlean spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Oh, really? Were it not for the efforts of Lady Geary and her shinobi, we might never have discovered this connection. Master Alphino is too kind. I fear my people and I have done little to aid your search for the spy. We long to strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land, to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. The days ahead and the work they promise will require a very particular set of skills. Skills which I am fortunate enough to possess. If you will allow it, I would accompany you until the investigation is complete. That is a most generous offer, Lady Geary, and one which I gladly accept. Thank you. Though I may disappear for a time, know that I shall never be far, and I shall always be watching. A comforting thought. Come, Ria, let us wait inside for Captain Ilbert to return and deliver his report. It's when you've been taking. Pops one Ricola in the mouth. Are they the fruity kind? You know what, actually, I think last time I ended up getting Ricola, I had like a really bad cold or something. I was getting the ones that had like the cool center in the middle of it, and you bite it and it's like instant relief because it basically numbs your entire throat for a while. Doesn't last long. Is the sweet one? Yeah, the sweet ones are really good too. Alright, so let's go and see if Captain Ilbard has completed his report. Still outside, Alphino. Captain Ilbard seems confident that the merchant's resolve will swiftly crumble when pressed. If so, we should have new information ere long. As to whether it will bring us any closer to learning the Ivy's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we spared another wild dodo chase. The gods know we have more than enough to occupy our time as it is. Ain't that the truth? We have so many freaking loose ends right now. I know last stream I was trying to keep count of where we were. But, so, if I remember right, I'm afraid to hit complete, so I don't know if it's going to go to cutscene. Let's see. So we have Yagiri, who is now helping us again. We left her in Liminsa. Liminsa. And now she's back with us again, so she can help us with our investigation into the Ivy. Then, we're talking to, we built the, Alphino's group. And we've been talking to Harshafon about, Shiva and Iceheart and the heretics. I feel like there's one more loose thread that I'm missing. I can't remember. There are a few. But yeah, it's been all about kinds of loose threads here. Was it a mint flavor Ricola you just mentioned? I think so. Let me see if I can look it up. Cola flavors. Let's see. Which one am I looking for? I'm looking for... Let's see. I think it was max strength. No, it's not the max strength. Nope. Which one was it? Let's see here. Ricola. Icy Center. I think it has menthol or something in it. Maybe they changed it. Ricola Extra Strength Icy Menthol, maybe? I think that's around basically what I was looking at, but I think they've changed it now, like where it's like extra strength. Maybe throat care, maybe. They may have changed the packaging on it and called it something else since I've last had to have them. But all I know is it has like a cool like liquid center in it, and I don't see it right off when I do searching on it. So Walmart should have them though, or Amazon. Throat care says liquid center, so it might be throat care. Oh, there wasn't a cutscene. Okay. Oh wait. Let me add that back up again. So it wasn't exactly 2,500 points. It's 2,340. Oh wait. Okay, hang on a second. Okay. I should still make it to level 53 before Heaven's Word. Never tried the liquid center in it. It's actually, I like the liquid center. It makes it when my throat is so sore that it hurts to swallow. That's what I use. Hot tea, coffee feels good. Yeah, that does too. Just be careful not to put a lot of sugar in it because that can aggravate your sore throat. Honestly. Alright, well, let's see here. We are now on our next quest. We've got about 5 more to get to before we're able to unlock Shiva. So let's see how far we can get tonight. Got about an hour left. Okay, not this one, but I might. Let's see. Do I like that? I don't know if I like that. No, it's okay. Do I like this one? Not really. It's okay. What about this one? I think this one goes with the lion. Ooh, that's actually nice. It's very, like, broad-shouldered, though. Like, Rhea's not gonna like that. So Rhea doesn't do all that tanky stuff. Okay. So let's see here. Let's see if Ilbert has... Ooh, why are all the... We got Robon, we got the Elder Seats here, and we got Merle Blowifson up here. So I wonder what's going on here. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we got. Captain Ilbert, your report, if you will. Aye, Commander. Firstly, with regard to the heretic we captured, I regret to say that the man could tell us naught that we did not already know of Shiva. We have since handed him over to the Ishgardian authorities. Henceforth, the Holy See will pursue the matter independently. Our inquiries concerning the Ivy, however, have proven more fruitful. We have ascertained the channel by which the heretics acquire their information on the shipment routes. Go on. You will recall the flame we first identified as being in the Ivy's employ. From him, we were able to trace a trail of conspirators, each taking us closer to his master. Alas, the trail came to an abrupt end. Fearing that the investigation had been compromised, we took the necessary step of detaining all suspected of conspiracy. There were 5 on our list, including a flame stationed at Reverend's Toll. The man's primary duty was to keep an inventory of donations from abroad, the particulars of which he would share with the benefactors, thereby ensuring that needs did not go unfulfilled. By virtue of his role, he was privy to the details of shipments bound for the settlement. Needless to say, that included those originating from House Fortemps. He knew the precise route the caravan would take, and he sold that information to a merchant. I think I can guess which one. None other. With a little encouragement, he soon confessed in knowingly aiding and abetting the heretics. Well, that is one mystery solved at least. But what of the Ivy? Are we any closer to prizing off his mask? I dare say we are, Commander. Our relentless pursuit has forced him to commit a grave error. In a desperate bid to cover his tracks, the Ivy resorted to exercising certain administrative powers available only to high-ranking members of the Immortal Flames. If you consider then that our investigation is known to barely a handful of them, the field of suspects is greatly narrowed. You mean to say that the agent is among Rawon's innermost circle? Someone who has been with him since the Immortal Flames' establishment? 'Tis the most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during the company's founding, with the groundwork for the act being laid beforehand. To slip into a position of authority unremarked and to remain above suspicion all these years. I too, was surprised, though I really should not have been. Of the three grand companies, Uldal's was ever the more vulnerable to infiltration. Both Limsa Lominsa and Gridania had long-standing armed forces that lent themselves well to the formation of the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder. To all intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal ones mind, under the same leadership, only the banner was different. Not so the Flames. Uldal's military was made up of desperate orders, most of which were glorified mercenary companies that answered only to their own paymasters. Hardly an ideal government to which to establish something as high-minded as a grand company. The difficulties Raban faced when founding the Immortal Flames are well known. Even after he had convinced his fellow syndicate members to share the cost, there remained the small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks. Indeed, and given the pressing nature of the Imperial threat, that meant recruiting every passing sellsword. Amidst the chaos of its founding, it would have been child's play to infiltrate the company. A good deal easier than now, The Immortal Flames have ever been caught between conflicting interests, the public and the private. Though the monetarists ultimately agreed to support the organization's founding, 'twas not out of charity that they did so, but simple self-preservation. Had Nell van Darnas's ambitions been any less apocalyptic, you may be sure that they would never have risked supplying Raban with an army. 'Tis but a wonder that they did not attempt to extinguish the flames the moment the danger had passed. Returning to the present. Even as we speak, our Doman allies are shadowing several high-ranking flames. Any one of them could be the Ivy. Desiring to deal a blow against the Empire, the refugees were eager to lend us their aid. I expect to hear from them ere long. Very good. Pray continue your investigation with the first. Meanwhile, have the second attend to the unrest. The third can join the fourth in inspecting crystal shipments. If they notice anything unusual, I want to know about it. If Shiva is summoned in like manner to the other primals, the heretics will be looking for further supplies. Understood, Commander. I shall send word to Sir Amric, informing him of our success in identifying the heretics' abettors. Hopefully the information will be of some use to the Ishgardians. It is time, Commander. Time for what? Yes, I am aware. An emergency council of the Alliance leadership has been called. There have been developments in Garlemald, it would seem. Oh dear. As commander of the Crystal Braves, my presence has been requested. I would have you accompany me, Rhea. As the realm's stoutest champion, it is only meet that you be present for the discussion. Oh, and the antecedent has already given her consent, lest you worry. That's a lot to take in. So not only do we feel like Raban's people, his men, one of them is the mole, but now there's been a development in Garlemald. Oh boy, what's going on? Like me, you are doubtless eager to conclude our business with Iceheart, but until another path to her sanctum is found, she'll remain beyond our reach. Minfilia and the Arkans are sparing no effort to secure an alternate route. Until such time as they succeed, I suggest we give some thought to the realm's other problems. I shall go on ahead to Gridania in readiness for the coming council. Meet me at Nofika's altar, and we shall make our way to the Lotus Stand together. Okay, so here's yet another loose end. Although I think that the Shiva thing is going to probably take care of itself fairly soon. But back to Gridania we go. Golly. I'm having a hard time keeping up with all the loose ends. Okay. Go back to the Conjurer's Stand. Conjurer's Guild, rather. Nofika's altar. Wait. Oh, here you are. Okay. My thanks for coming, Rhea. When you are ready, speak with the Conjurer yonder. She will show us to the Lotus Stand. What does Ilbert have to say right now, I wonder? Unlike Raban, politics is not my cup of tea. While you and the commander attend the council, I will attend to some business of my own. Okay. The Alliance leaders await you at the Lotus Stand. Will you be joining them now? Sure. Let's join the leaders.
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
The rumors are true, then? The War of Succession is ended?
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Who?
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign. Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Would that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
Amen.
"'Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
Indeed, yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Ye Galvus is a respected military leader. Not so his uncle.
So young Varus has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
Given the troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions. But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their Emperor gives the word.
When, not if. They say this Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Plainly, the new emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all. I propose that we set aside the Cartno dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemies' ambitions.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna... I don't think Ishgard's gonna have anything to do with this right now.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it. If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by. But that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming. So long as the ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
I don't want to think this. I don't want to, like, even speak this out, but I'm going to anyway. What if... Because I can't remember who the Ivy is. What if it's Raban? I feel like that's sacrilege to say that. Because, I mean, he was from Alamigo. And why would he be helping the Garleans? Unless he's getting paid really well by the Garleans. And he's been conscripted by them or something. Maybe he's being forced. I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel so bad to say, though. Alright, so another loose end has further developed, so let's keep on going. It will not have escaped your notice that the nations of Eorzea are no nearer to being of one purpose, despite their protestations to the contrary. Plainly, the threat of a resurgent Golem is not enough to stir them. And the reason for this? Deep-rooted mistrust amongst the citizenry. The nation's leaders can come to all the understandings they like, but their unity means little unless to the common folk. Take the Laminsons, for instance. Although Admiral Morweb outlawed piracy over a decade ago, foreigners still picture the nation as a haven for grog-swilling, wooden-legged cutthroats. And likewise, the Gridanians are mocked as hermits who talk to trees, and the Uldans scorned as swindlers who worship coin. Not that such sentiments are entirely without grounds, of course. Take that pillar of the Uldan society, Telegi Adeleji, for example. But that is besides the point. The fact is that people are wary of outsiders whether they had cause to be or not. On that basis, one could argue that the conflict at Cartno is a necessary evil. Each nation has its own warmongering faction that advocates the acquisition of Omega. In order to placate them, we present them something resembling warfare, and thereby curb their appetite for full-scale conflict. But enough idle musing. Let us speak of a more pressing matter, the Ivy. Since we spoke at the Observatorium, Captain Ilbert has further shortened his list of suspects, and by a happy coincidence, the one he deems the most likely candidate is lately come to Gridania. The hunt nears its end, Rhea. All that remains is to corner our quarry. Seek out Ilbert near the Adder's Nest. He will give you the particulars. Should there be any developments in Corthus, you may be assured that I will send word without delay. In the meantime, I wish you success in apprehending the Ivy. Okay, so are we going to put this loose end to rest? Maybe? Let's see. Surely it's not one of the Twin Adder people. Maybe it's someone over here, maybe? My thanks for coming, Scion. Doubtless the commander has informed you, but we have amassed the Ivy. From this point on, we must proceed with extreme caution. Okay. I don't want any of those. And we get the even start codes. Let's see. Yeah. Look at my tail. It's so cute. It goes whoop. I might, after this, I might see if I can go and glamour. I'm not sure. I've never glamored on this character yet, so we'll see what happens. Listen well. The spy we have been seeking all this time is none other than Flame Marshal Aline Royale, Raban's second in command. Nuh-uh! She was just in the Lotus Sand with us. Prior to joining the Immortal Flames, she was a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skill with a polearm had to be seen to be believed. Of Ishgardian birth, she is the highest ranked foreigner in the Immortal Flames, barring the Flame General himself, of course. When he informed the Grand Company, Raban chose people based on their worth. Whence they hailed was of no interest. The Monetarists saw things differently, however. Having funded the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates nominated for high-ranking positions. And 'twas no secret that they did not favor foreigners, Ishgardians especially, after the way the Holy See forsook the Alliance. Yet the Monetarists did not raise so much of a murmur of protest when Royale was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Could it be that the Ivy has some hold over the Monetarists? But these revelations are secondary to our current mission. Of foremost interest to us is Royale's presence here now. Excuse me. Am I muted? You can't hear me? Okay. I don't know what happened there. Hopefully I haven't been muted this entire time. Okay. Let's see. Which brings me to the plan. I have people watching the city gates, the airship landing, and the docks, every point of egress. She could not leave without our knowledge. All that remains is to shadow her until she betrays her true purpose. Can I rely upon your eyes, Scion? You have my thanks. Let us go then, and take care not to alert our quarry. Oh boy. Okay. So now I don't know if I believe it's her. She seems so sweet. I don't know. That one makes me a little nervous to accuse her. Royale is headed in the direction of the Blue Badger Gate. With me, Scion. Oh, we have to pray. We're passing him. Okay. One of these days they'll wake up. So Royale has entered the Carline canopy. Meeting someone perchance? Or could it be that she means to board an airship? Pray look for her within. If she's not on the upper floor, try the landing area below. One of mine is stationed there, and she may have seen something. Ephemi is her name. I shall remain here in case Royale appears. Okay. So she must be downstairs. I don't see Royale anywhere, so let's see. Did Infamy see anything? Rirukla, such an unexpected pleasure. What brings you here? Ahem, a social visit, you say? How pleasant. No, she didn't come this way. I've noted every passenger and none bore any resemblance. Well, don't let me keep you. Okay. So she didn't come out here. Come down here. At least that's what they're saying. Looks can be deceiving. Yeah, they really can. Which is why I said it pains me to say maybe Raban, but like, I don't know, man. It just feels so kind of off to me. Nowhere to be seen, you say? And you are sure she did not board an airship? She did not come back out either. Where in the seven hells could she have gone? The roost! How could I forget? Greetings, good sir. Might I interest you in some moon toy tonic? A cup a day imbues a man with great vigor, if you take my meaning. Heh heh heh. Oh my gosh. Perhaps another time, friend. Wait. That necklace. You are a shinobi of Doma. The woman you seek has left Gridania by the way of West Shore Pier. She was attired as a merchant, but these eyes are not so easily deceived. You may wish to take your search to the East Shroud. Rest assured that we shall continue to support you from the shadows. Smart guy. Okay. Thank the 12 for the domins. Were it not for their unique talents, Royale would have disappeared without a trace. Because of the necklace. He said that was a necklace of the shinobi. I don't know if... Okay, so hang on a second. Let me go ahead and go up here real quick. I don't think I have enough. I only have 2 glamour prisms, so let me do this. I think I can come over here. And I can buy some glamour prisms, I think. I could only do a few. Oh, I can't. I thought I could get glamour prisms over here. But they're clear prisms. Okay. Hey, Suki. How you doing? Welcome in. How does he know about the necklaces? You think that the entire bunch of Braves are sus? I mean, I'm kind of getting that feeling too. Just because of the way that they kind of split up in Corthus with me. Like, I don't know. Oh, nice! Shadowbringers is one of the best expansions. You should probably... It's a very good... Oh, dear. I can't afford that. I mean, I can, but I just want like 1 or 2. Okay. Let me just do... Here we go. This will work. 34. Yeah, let me do 34. I just spent too much skill on glamour prisms, but that's okay. I'm gonna go see if I can glamour my new outfit. Pros and cons with the 100%, I went from 90% complete to 50% complete. Yeah, right. But I'm making my rounds. Know that you're loved and appreciated. I'll try to raid again soon. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, Glamour Prism spiked because of the patch, I'm sure. Was going to tonight, but I had Destiny. Oh no, you're fine. You don't worry about it. We take care of our own, and sometimes we have to do a few other people too. You sound like Chisuki. Okay, can I use this? I have not unlocked it yet. Can I glamour? Let me see. Place armory chest. I don't know if I can glamour yet. Let me see if it lets me glamour. I don't think it's gonna let me glamour because I don't have. Nope, I don't have it unlocked. Okay, well we'll do that next time then because I want to get on with story here. Hope you have a lovely night, blessed chat. Thank you. You have a good night as well. Thank you for dropping in and saying hi. Alright. Our hunt leads us to the East Shroud, Scion. I suggest we follow Rael's example and take the ferry from West Shore Pier. You'll doubtless wish to make certain preparations. See to them while I go on ahead. I shall wait for you at Sweet Bloom Pier. Okay, so I have to take the ferry. I think. Do I have to take the ferry? No, I don't. I can go to, just straight to East Shroud, I think. Okay, yeah, I can go over here. Been a hot minute since we come to East Shroud. Okay, let's take a look and see what we got. This way, my friends. Oh, Yagiri's here. She's gonna lead us. Your quarry makes for the Hawthorn Hut. If Royale is truly the one we seek, we can expect that she means to make contact with her Garlean masters there. Explanation is in order. You are no doubt aware that the Garleans have their own method of communicating over great distances. While our ingenious friends at Garland Ironworks have provided us with devices which disrupt those communications. Excuse me. I burped, I'm sorry. And we have installed them around the city-states. In doing so, we have made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. Royale would thus have no choice but to rendezvous with her Imperial contact directly. Yet as a well-known face in the Immortal Flames, she cannot move about Thanland without being recognized. It would only be a matter of time before someone saw her through her disguise. 'Tis for this reason, I believe, that she has chosen the Black Shroud for her clandestine meeting. The Elezen are a common sight here, and her comings and goings are not likely to turn any heads. As my scouts tell it, the Garleans have sent agents with a mind to destroy the devices and render such direct contact unnecessary. Fortunately, our shinobi have thus far been success. Blah 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 blah. I can't talk tonight. Let me start over. As my scouts tell it, the Garleans have sent agents with a mind to destroy the devices and render such direct contact unnecessary. Fortunately, our shinobi have thus far been successful in rebuffing their efforts. This is it. We need only make for Hawthorn Huts and catch Royale in the act. Okay. So let's see if we can head over to Hawthorn Hut. I'm still having a hard time believing it's Royale, but all the evidence is starting to point to her. It does make sense that they're over here because over there is Garlemald walls. My people report that our quarry has departed for the Bramble Patch. The ivy returns to the gnarls whence she came, but perhaps it is all for the better. To convict someone of her standing, we will require damning evidence against her. What could be better than catch her in the act when she meets with her Garlean masters? My countrymen and I shall lie in wait in the shadows. Tread warily, my friends. The Bramble Patch we go. There's Yugiri again. I'm surprised it wasn't a instance. Just beyond, Royale is in a conversation with an individual clad in the manner of an adventurer. An imperial intermediary, no doubt. This is it. With me. Flame Marshal Eline Royale, you are under the arrest for treason and espionage. You were followed, you bloody fool. Damnation. You are unarmed, my lady, and scarcely garbed for battle. But if you wish to fight, you are welcome to try. Wow. What is the meaning of this, Captain? Would you arrest me for strolling in the Twelveswood? When last I looked, that was no crime, and neither was conversing with passing strangers. You would feign ignorance, then. Very well. If you do think of something to say, there will be plenty of time to say it later. Now, come quietly, or I shall make you wish you had. I will offer you no struggle. After all, I have naught to hide. I'm so confused. I don't know who to believe at this point. I really don't. I'm lost. Even a warrior of Royale's renown could not have hoped to escape by force. Despite her claims, her surrender does not bespeak innocence, but an awareness that her position is untenable. With the ivy thus uprooted, it is to be hoped that the tendrils she entwined around the immortal flames will gradually wither and die. Mayhap then that the people of Ul'dah will have the grand company they deserve. But let us speak of the present. If I may ask, what will you do now, Rhea? So the Scions seek a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Then I dare say you are eager to return to the Rising Stones. Pray do not let me keep you. Fear not, my countrymen and I shall tend to this aftermath. You need not waste your talents here. And speaking of talents, have you considered training in the art of shinobi? You have the aptitude for it, I believe, so please give it some thought. Till next time, my friend. If it wasn't melee, Yugiri, I probably would. I'm going to go back to the Rising Stones, I guess. That's what she said, that where everybody was, and I needed to see where we're at with Iceheart, or Shiva, as you will. Okay. Well, friends, I don't think we're going to get to Shiva tonight. We might get to a point where we're close to unlocking her, but I don't think we're going to be able to queue up and get it done to tonight, so we'll probably have to do it next stream. Which is all fine and good. I'm just anxious to get into the next expansion, honestly. Welcome back, Rhea. I understand that Alphinaud had a task for you. May I ask what it was? Charges of treason and espionage against Eline Royale? I can scarce believe it. Could there not have been some manner of misunderstanding? No, it avails us not to dwell on it. Whatever the truth may be, we must trust to the authorities to uncover it. Let us speak of another matter. I am pleased to report that we have made progress in our efforts to find a way to Iceheart's sanctum. Okay. Okay, let's see. As you may recall, Iceheart used the Aetheryte in the depths of Snowcloak to teleport a short distance to the west, most likely to a sanctum of some description. It is there that we suspect that she means to summon Shiva using the crystals she stole from the House Fortem's caravan. The heretics believe that they are bringing about the second coming of their patron saint. But if, as we suspect, they mean to hold a summoning ritual of the kind employed by the beast tribes, it seems likely that the result will be something more akin to a primal. Suffice it to say, they must be stopped, and stop them we shall. But first we must surmount the obstacle that Iceheart has placed in our path. Ordinarily, it would be a simple matter to tap into the established Aetheryte and thereby follow our quarry. However, despite our best efforts, we have been unable to ascertain the position of the Aetheryte to which she teleported. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second Aetheryte upon arrival, a reckless, desperate measure, but also an effective one. After discussing the matter at length with the Eorzea, we have concluded that we lack the expertise to develop a solution. Which is why we have called upon the aid of one who does possess such expertise, a colleague of ours who is currently en route to Reverend's Toll from Charlayan. She should be arriving within the hour, in fact. Since you are here, mayhap we could welcome her together? I am certain she would appreciate the gesture. Let us make our way to the northern gates and wait her coming. So, who's coming? I don't... I was going to say, they're like, we don't have the knowledge to work on this anymore, so we're going to have to do something different. I'm like, are you guys calling it quits? Surely not. Okay, so... But I am curious about who's coming. She has mentioned Kryl before, so I wonder if Kryl woke up. But I don't... Does Kryl come in this early? Let's see. There's Minfilia. It's a waiting game. I hear the carriage. I know who it is! Oh, I don't remember her name, but oh my gosh, I know who she is!
Minfilia, am I right?
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
As if I could ever say no to Eorzea.
Oh my gosh.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Charlayan scholar, and an authority on Aetheryte technologies.
Moonbreeder, yes. Oh my gosh, I love her.
She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Ascian souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Charmed, I'm sure. Oh, that just made my night. That was awesome. I completely forgot about Moonbreeder. Oh boy, here we go. Let us return to the Rising Stones at once, then. We have much to discuss. Oh my gosh, that just makes me so happy. Yeah, I remember. I thought she was more going to be in like the Heavensward closer to Stormblood, but I could not remember exactly when we met her, so that was kind of like a surprise to me. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Where's Eorzea?
Moon! Gods, it's been ages!
Oh, longer, sister.
A joyous reunion indeed.
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Okay.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
Papa Limo. I love that little guy.
Everyone, if I could have your attention.
And Filia's like, let's get this class in order. Quiet, please.
We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Jalian to assist us. I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of Aetherites. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits. And nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Eorzea, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Go on.
Wow.
Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
You still haven't found it, then? Your missing Aetherite?
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an Aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second Aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the Aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first Aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the Aetheryte.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly? How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon. As you know, Aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an Aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have white auracite at their disposal. I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the Aetherite. However, white auracite cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Though it risk the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options. If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
I love her energy so much. Alright, so, oh wait. Where am I at? The instruments of our deliverance? Oh wow, I am... Oh, okay. So this is actually... This one unlocks Shiva. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna queue tonight. We'll see. I have already informed Alpha Note of our plan to recreate the beacon in the manner Mombrita described. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it represents our only hope of success. He also said that he wished to meet with you at Snowcloak before proceeding. I expect you will find him waiting for you there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done on our behalf, Rhea, and that I have faith you will return to us, as you always have. Well, I sure hope I do. 'Cause golly. That sounds like it's a, that's a rough time going through what she said, white auracite. I still don't know if I quite understand the whole process. But it sounds like, so... It sounds like the Aether is being put into the white auracite and then it's somehow going to be put back into the stream. I don't know. It's very confusing to me. We'll have to see how that goes. I don't know. Maybe my brain is too tired to comprehend what was exactly said. No shame though. If Moonbrita says it's gonna work, Maybe it will work. She said everybody's tried has died though, but they didn't have the white auracite like she's got. Alright, so we're still all over here. Hi, Alphino. Good to see you, Rhea. I was starting to wonder if you were having second thoughts. Captain Ilbert sends his regards. By the way, he attends to the interrogation of Elaine Royale and Ulda even as we speak. But I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the ivy upon your return. I trust that, by which I mean to say, the others are waiting for us at the Aetheryte, after you, Scion. Oh, someone waved to me. I was on my way back, but I was in the middle of the text. Speaking of tired, I'm feeling sleepy. Good night. Have a good night, Rosie. Thank you for popping in. Talk to you soon. Oh, I don't have commands set up quite yet, but I will get them set up before next stream. Just FYI. I'll write that one down. That way I have it on here. So Lurk is one of them. There, it's ready. Okay, so she's taking the Aetheryte, putting into the Aetherite, the Aether, and putting it into the Aetherite, and it's supposed to send us to the other side? Maybe? Ha! It worked, I think. Try tuning to the Aetherite now. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. Oh, I see what she's doing. Okay. We have done all we can, Rhea. For now, let us withdraw. When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If, by the grace of the 12, you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva. Okay. Oh, person's... Okay. What Rudy's gotta say. I have a mind to join you, but Eorzea made me promise I wouldn't. Apparently the thought of me becoming Shiva's thrall was too much to bear. Humph. As I would give her the chance. Cute. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Iceheart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual, and if she succeeds, you have little choice but to face Shiva in a battle. Knowing little of the saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice, and so I will encourage you to call upon your allies. Some may have reservations about wagering their lives on the success of Montbree's experiment, but others will surely agree that desperate times call for desperate measures. Ah, before you assemble your party, pray speak with that knight. I believe he has a message for you from Sir Amric. Okay. Yeah, let me go ahead and wave to you because you waved at me. Okay. Madam, Sir Amric regrets that he cannot be here in person and asks that I read to you this letter. Ahem. Ishgard faces an unprecedented threat, yet in our hour of need, it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. Rhea Ripclaw, the warrior of light, savior of Eorzea, your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you chose to remain. Where others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, you wield yours in service to a greater cause. May Helon bless you with good fortune and see you safely home. Ah, and now we have Shiva. Okay, why not? I got a friend. New friend. Let's see how long this queue is. Oh, I can do it with the NPCs? We'll do it with the NPCs then. And this will be our last thing for the night. Oh, this is not what I wanted. That is not what I thought it was. That's Snow Cloak. Okay. That means I can't do it with NPCs. Let's see. Let's see how... No, it's a 10-minute queue. Okay. So, we will stay right here. I'm going to log out right here. But let's see who we can raid tonight, because raidings are fun. Always support our fellow streamers. I don't want anybody that's going to be doing any type of... Okay, we can do this one, I think, because she is a sprout like me. It looks like they're doing some fishing too, so... Looks like that they just, they've been up for about an hour, so they should be good. So we can go ahead and, I'm going to start the raid there with them. But anyway, so I really appreciate everybody popping in and hanging out with me tonight. I will be here, Friday morning, 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't joined the Discord, go ahead and join the Discord. Link is pinned above right now. Love to stay in contact with you guys throughout the day outside of stream times. Building the community, having some friends. But yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for joining tonight, and we'll see you later. Bye!